Hello, welcome back. My name is Yemisi. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. So today I'm doing a full face glam using all makeup. So this is my plain face. I'm going to start with a clean face so that you can see me build up. I'm going to be reviewing the product. As I'm reviewing the product, it's more or less like a get ready with me video. So I want to talk about product. I have used this product severally. I just don't want to come up with one, just come here and do a video and say, oh, this is what I feel. So it's not the first impression. I have used this foundation, the concealer. I've used them severally, and I can come and say, okay, this is what I think. So it's going to be a long video. Grab a drink, grab popcorn, whatever it is, just enjoy yourself and keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face. So I have two options here. I can use the base Vatican Velvet Matte from Classic Makeup USA, which is like this, and it opens up like this, and it's a matte classic mattifying face primer, oil control. This is a face primer, but it controls oil as well. I saw this and I felt the texture. I instantly remembered Becca, so for some odd reason I decided to compare both. So I used Becca on this side of my face, and I used the one from Classic on the other side of my face. It's a dupe for me. I'm probably not going to repurchase this. I'll just probably just shift to this. I mean, it's cheaper, and then it's giving me the same effect. So let me just show you what I mean by that. So this is the Becca one. I'm out of it already, so I just put a little bit. So that's it. Okay, so that's the Becca. So that's the Becca there. Okay, that's the Becca. Then I'm doing a bit of the Classic. Okay. So this is Classic, this is Becca. So they look, if I bring it up, they look the same, they look almost the same. This is Classic, this is Becca. So in terms of look, they look almost the same, but the texture, let's go now. So this one, okay, just disappears to the skin, and then this one too disappears to the skin. Same texture, same color as well. I'm starting with the classic primer, so I'm going with this one. I'm not moisturizing or anything, I'm just going to go straight. So my skin type is combination skin. I have combination skin, combination to oily skin, so you can see. So just go. So I'm just going to be using half here, and then I'm going to be using half here. This product. So that's it. So let me start with this one. So take a bit. So my finger so you can see how matte it is. Okay. I'm not going to get to the under eye so that it will not start giving me fine lines. So that's that about this half of the face. So can you see? So it's actually really good. It dries, it takes out the oil. Can you see? No. So I have bristly bits as well, so I'm just going to use it all over. So this is matte, and this is what I used at this side. And you can see this side without the primer, it's still a bit of shiny. You understand? Like you can still see the glue, but this is matte. So that's this one I'm using at this side. I'm going to use the other one, which is this mattifying face primer. Okay, so that's it. So I'm just going to use my finger and apply. So you can tell, can you see? But you need to work fast with this so it doesn't give you that straight line. Okay, let's go. So can you see? So both act as fantastic oil control. Like this is the side with this. This is this side. Okay, and then I have this. I have this on this side. So that's it. They are both matte. Can you tell? So that's it. Apply my foundation. So 5 different shades of dark skin foundation here. So I'm going to swatch them on my cheek so you can see what they look like. So the beauty of this is that they have different shades. This is chocolate. Okay, so that's chocolate. So this is it. So I'm just going to take a little bit and swatch on my cheek. So that's chocolate. I have mahogany. Okay, so that's it. So just take a little bit. I have cocoa. Then I swatch it again. Next I have ebony. That's it. So that's ebony. Then finally I have the last one, which is, so you're spoiled for choice, especially if you're dark skin. You have a lot of undertone that you can work with. So this is the last one. So this last one is amber. So I think amber is my shade. Let me work it here. So I think I'm amber. So can you see? So I think amber works on my shade, but these are the 5 shades we have. So these are the last 5 shades we have. Can you see from the swatches? So this is chocolate, this is mahogany, this is cocoa, this is ebony, and then this is amber. It has like a white, it dries to a white matte finish. So can you see? Around my nose. Here. I use this blender on one side, and I'm going to use the stippling brush on the other side. So, like I said, I've worn this multiple times. That's my shade, amber. When I got this, I'm like, what? You know, I was impressed. You know, now here's the thing, because let me not lie, I'm just going to be honest. I'm just going to say it. We have Nigerian brands are divided like into two categories. So we have the ones doing premium, who are the ones doing the research. You know, taking their time. You know, doing paying attention to packaging, you know, paying attention to ingredient listing and all that. So those are the ones that are selling premium. You know, they even though they are Nigerian brands, they don't come cheap. Do you understand? So you still find yourself paying, you know, because you know it's a lot. You know, they have to import it. They have to, you know, everything you want to get for quality is costing them. You know, so those people are the ones that are making premium Nigerian brands. You know, and then we have the ones that are in the trade fair. So trade fair is the popular place where we buy makeup as well. But the trade fair brands they don't really pay so much attention to the quality. They don't pay so much attention to the packaging. You know, so you might find them using 4 or 5 brands sharing the same palettes or sharing the same. You know, so they're not so. They're just there to sell, and you know they have their market, they have their target as well. So Classic, actually, you know, I've known this brand for a long time. I know they started I know they started this like some over 10 years ago. They've been, so I remember way back when I was in school, I would go there to shop for makeup, and that's Classic, you know. And they you know, this was new foundation. So this is the Pro Ultra Wear Foundation, just like skin. And honestly, I've worn this for a while. I didn't want to just come in and say, oh, no, I don't like to do first review, first impression, because with first impression you might get into trouble, because that's just the first time you're wearing it and you might not be able to, you know. So but I've worn this over and over and over again. Follow me on Instagram, you must have seen that I've, you know, been putting snippets here, you know. So I've worn this one quite a while, and I can, you know, come out and say that this is what I think. So I think Classic, like I was saying, so this Classic started in trade fair, but now they have a store a retail store in Surulere, you know, which, you know, now makes me see them in another light, you know. So they rebranded, and now they are working on, you know, and I'm impressed with the foundation. I really like, because I'm going to using the minute, even everything I've used so far from them, because I got a lot. So I just dedicated time, and then I wanted, because I didn't want to be going back and forth doing one. I just wanted to do a video that would talk about everything and show you, you know, to not just talk, just show you how it works. That's it. So that's it. So this is 2 pump. Like I said, I'm going to use the beauty blender to apply it here, and then use this stippling brush at the other side. So this is it. So with the beauty blender, it diffuses the skin. It makes it look really natural, you know. So what I like about this is that the finish is a natural matte. What I mean by natural matte is that it's not dry matte. It's a natural matte. It's matte, but it's natural. So this is the coverage you get with the beauty blender. So I feel like it's a very natural finish. Like with the beauty blender, it's not going to give you that full coverage, but it gives you that belly there kind of finish. And it is, the good thing about the foundation is really lightweight. You can see the way it matches me, like I said. So it's actually a medium to full coverage. So but I just wanted to show you what it looks like. So that's with 1 pump beauty blender, then you do the 1 pump stippling brush at the other side. So that's it. So because with the stippling brush I can actually buff into the skin better, and it doesn't absorb into the brush or the blender, you know. So it gives a fuller coverage, you know. And you have to work very fast if you're using this foundation, because the dry down time is very, very fast. You leave it. So the coverage here is a lot fuller with the you can't see any sunburn or anything anymore. It just blends out. So this is with the beauty blender, and then this with the stippling. That's chocolate. So I'm just going to dab. So this is the new method of highlighting now. I see it on social media. So you come here, you know, you brighten here, and then you go to the corner. Yeah, so that something like that. So that's the new trick. So go here, then come here, come here. So I like the applicator as well. It's a dome applicator that can, you know, give you that effect you want. So that's what I have on now. I go with my blending brush. do that, just pat. So this really helps me to get the product to the concealer. Is that the texture is creamy and it feels wet, so you need to build. So you can't have it on and then just start sliding in. No, so you just pat it in so that I can give you that coverage you want. So that's it. Same brush. Like I said, you have to be quick when you're blending, if not, it just dries to a patch. This is the black eyeliner from this. I'm going to use the black gel liner on this eye, and I'm going to use the liquid eyeliner pen on the other side. I just wanted to see the way they apply. So let me start with the liquid eyeliner on this eye. So just go in. So that's what it looks like. So we have that's it. Then I'll use gel liner on the other eye. So this is it. It's this one. So my butter is bigger. So it's really fluidy. Like it's easy to move around. But I know that the last time I did it, if you look up, if you look up, it can crease. So just apply and close your eyes for a while. You're going to use this one. It's really dark. I just have this little just thing. But like I said, it depends on what so this is the eye with the gel liner. So the gel liner is actually a very black gel liner. But my problem with the gel liner is not really a problem, but it's just something to note when you're using gel liner is that the dry down time it's a little bit long. So if you have it on, you have to have your eyes in this position shut so that you don't make a mess of the upper lid. If not, if you look up immediately, you stain the upper lid and you have to take that out. And you know how crazy that can be, especially when you have your eyeshadow on already. It means you have to clean it and start over again. But so I would advise, if you are going to use the gel liner, it is truly black, but you give it a few minutes to dry before you open your eye. So that's the way I would use this. And you can also use your waterline, but I'm not using my waterline. I'll just use the pencil with my waterline too. This is the marker type, and then this is the gel type. So okay, so that's it. So this reminds me so much of my book. Like that's the same with the and so let's go in. Black eye, yeah. So I'm just going to drag it. So, and it's very intense. So it's very intense, powerful. So if you like crying or whatever, it's transfer proof. So you have to use soap and water to take it out, or oil. So can you see? So the eye pencil is good. So let me move on to the next thing, which is my eyebrow. So they have their classic eyebrow pencil here, which comes, this is supposed to be 24 hours by the way, so it's 24 hours eyebrow pencil. So they have the brush on one end and then the pencil on the other. So it's just going to go in. So usually for me, it's the shade, like because I'm dark skinned, if I don't get my right shade, it probably will show. So it will show at the beginning, but at the end, it just fades out. So I'm gonna give this a try. That's it. I'm using concealer medium to draw my brows to highlight it. It. So that's it. Going with the lashes. So I have lashes from Classic. This is what the lashes looks like. Okay, so this is the lashes. and I'm going to use the famous Lash Glue. If you haven't tried this Lash Glue, please kindly try the Lash Glue. It's really nice and affordable. I'm leaving the prices all below so I don't make this video longer than necessary. To see this how it comes out, like the glue is at the tip white, so I'm going to go off camera now, quickly fix my lashes and come back inside here. The good thing about this Lash Glue is that it doesn't have a strong smell, so it doesn't tear you up. Like there's some that you have where you put close to your eyes, it stings and you start tearing, but this doesn't do that. And then the dry down time for this is really fast, so it doesn't give you that clumpy finish. It just dries to a straight line and you apply and you're good to go, and doesn't irritate the eyes, so you can see, and it doesn't lift, it just stays beautifully. So, and this is really very affordable. I'll leave the price list. I mean, this is one underrated item they have. So let me move on to the lip. So for the lip, what do you want to see? I'm thinking red. I wanted to try out the red shades that they have. They have beautiful with the red carpet. So this is what the red carpet looks like. Okay, that's red carpet. Then this is pepper den. So I know this, I think this is the collab they do with Messi, and then this is hot flame. Hot flame reminds me of Ubewu, okay, and then this is VIP. So VIP is a darker red, or more like wine. So which should I use? So they also have lip glosses as well. I know they are clear lip gloss. I mean, a friend of mine told me, Aisha told me about this clear lip gloss. You're sleeping on it, and I actually like it as a topper and as a lip gloss on its own. It's actually very, like, it's not the type that gives you that, it just glides on easily. It doesn't feel funny, and it's not sticky. Just it's just a clear, clean, beautiful lip gloss. So that's it. And then this one as well, they have a nude called LG10. So these are the nudes that they have for the glosses, which is really nice. So let me just go in. What do you think? Should I use red? Should I just use? Let me use. I feel like red is going to be too much, like my red hair, red leaves, or whatever. Just do it. So I'm going to use the hot flame because that's like a very played down, kind of like my hair kind of red. So let's go. So I have a mirror here, so I'm going to look here. Because it's mine, I can use directly from the stick. So, but if you're using it on your client, you have to use an applicator. Wow. But if I'm going to wear this, I probably would wear with the liner. So I'm going to use this VIP, which is a shade darker, just to line the lips. So let's see how it goes. So this is a mixture of VIP and hot flame on my lips. Like, yo, what do you think? So if I am going to, like, I have my lips primed already before I had the lipstick on. Okay, let's use out of this lip stain is to actually hydrate first, maybe like with the lip balm, and then go in with the lip stain, and you can have very good results. So that's what I did anyway. So that's what it looks like. So this is it. Okay. At the back you have the ingredients. I like that they did a sample of the product so you can see what is inside. This is what it looks like. So I wish I had a mirror here so you don't have to start looking for a mirror, but sometimes you can't have it all. So that's it. I'm going to start with this. I'm using my stippling brush still, just go lightly. So you see, even without using powder, and that is how I normally would go out. I sometimes don't even wear powder. So this is without powder. Can you see how beautiful the foundation looks? Let's just take a minute and talk about the foundation. Oh, okay. I think what I will do is I'll just finish up the video and talk about the foundation. But this is my skin with the concealer and foundation. After some time. So, but I'll just lightly go in with the powder so you can actually see what the finish is. But I still love it. I like it. Looks really nice. So this is my face without the powder, and I really like it. This is something I can rock. Like I just hit my under eyes with powder and I'm good to go. Like the finish is beautiful. It's not drying me out. I don't look like, oh yeah, go and bring water, let's use to clean our face. No, I look hydrated, but I look matte as well. You know, with the primers that oil control primers that I've used underneath and everything, I just looks soft matte, not your dry matte, you know, so just a soft matte. And it doesn't transfer. So I was going to show you this part before I put on the powder. So this is a tissue paper that doesn't have anything on it. Can you see? It doesn't transfer. So can you see? So it doesn't transfer at all. So once it dries, that's one of the things that really made me fall in love with the foundation. That it's transferable. Even when you're sweating, you don't have it all over your face, you know, stretching and all that. It still stays put. Like it has a decent wear, you know. So that made me love it, you know. So look at it without the powder. You can still rock it like this. This is how I rock. I'm just gonna, you know, lightly pat on. Advice is, you're using your concealer, please quickly set with the powder, because if not, like I said, it's creamy. So if you are not careful, you can move around or fall in line. So once you apply the concealer, just set with powder. I do the opposite, but you know, whatever works for you. And this is my own face, you know. So just pat it in, and then just brighten the under eye a little bit. So another thing I need to do is blend to my neck so that I don't look like a distorted turkey. The top of the brush is really pigmented, so when you're going in, just take a little, and then over time, like after 2-3 hours, you just start, you know, seeping into the skin. But so just have that in the back of your mind that it's really pigmented. Palette. So they have the ingredient list in here, and voila, so that's it. These are the shades they have. So I'm going to go in with something rosy. So I'll do this orange one. Let's see. This is what the classic bronzer looks like. You know, bronzer is beautiful. So the powder bronzer. Okay, yeah. So let me just swatch it for you. So this is it. Yes. And then, so it doesn't have any form of glitter at all. Like it doesn't have any glitter. It's just lights, you know, on your skin. You know, so that's one of the reasons why I like it. So I'm just going to use a little bit. You see, just that pop you need. So smile, build. So go in. Can you see? Just very little. If you take a lot of this, you probably will just eat yourself. You just start shining like fluorescent, you know. It's very little, it's okay. So that's it. That's it. So when I say classic, this isn't joking. They are not joking at all. So this is the Classic Makeup USA Highlight Contour Bronzer. So this is the palette. I like the casing. It's padded. It's like, I don't know if you can see. It's padded. So this is what it looks like when you open it. So it has the highlight contour bronzer here, and then it comes with the brush. Yeah, but it's just in case you want everything in place, contour, highlight, and bronzer. That works perfectly. So let me just blend, and finally I can. There's another face palette, especially if you're a makeup artist. If you're looking for something to carry around that will stress you. So this is the face palette. So this actually like because it has like everything in it, like to test it on camera to show you, because I know that some of this powder palettes, once you put your brush in it, it just starts dipping and everything just makes a mess. So let's see if it has that fallout effect, you know, so you can see. Okay, so no, it doesn't have that. This just gives you enough coverage. You know what I'm saying? Like you just put your powder brush and everything just starts falling off. This doesn't have that. This doesn't give you as much fallout as the others do. Like I've seen palette that if you want to put your brush, literally everything just starts falling apart, but this isn't doing that. You know, that's why I did the test for you to see. And then you also have a bronzer right here. So if okay, this is the bronzer. So in case you want to go with everything just in one space, so this is really nice. Like it's a fix, you know. So just going to take a minute to just be careful. Once you use it, you're not going to find it easy to move things around anymore. So it's better to finish up with what you're doing than a spray. Let's just go ahead and spray. So I'm really generous with it. very generous. I cannot sing, so just go ahead and just have a bath in it. So that's it with this one. So I'm just going to leave it for a few minutes to dry. So if you have that powdery look, like your face looks heavily powdered and all that, this kind of like helps calm it down, and then it helps you to mimic the skin and gives like that glittering, you know, finish to it. So it's really nice. Like I like it. So let me come back and do a wrap up. Like so. You've seen me use everything classic, like everything classic. I don't know whatever item I'm missing. I think the brush set, I don't have a brush set, but every other thing that I've used on this face to create this look, it's all classic. So and I know I've been giving you my feedback from you know, as I was using them. So let me just give you a quick recap. What do you think? I mean, like looking at it now, what do you think? You know, I'm impressed. Like I have to say it. You know, that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to do a first impression. I wanted to, you know, over time use it. So when I come here, I can actually come and give you my feedback. I am totally impressed, especially with the foundation. So my start products are like the oil control. They actually did work. The foundation I really like. I enjoyed using it, and I had it on. True to test, it was saying 24 hours. There's a place here that says I think it's 24 hours. I actually wore it to bed, and then so even with a tissue, once the face is set with the setting spray, look at it, doesn't move. It's matte. It's locked in. It doesn't transfer. Like you just have some when you just go in, and then so it seals the makeup. I just wanted to show you that so that you know it doesn't look like I just came on and I was just rambling. So what do I think about this foundation? I mean, you've seen me talk about it. I like the finish. It gives a very soft, natural finish, if you understand what I'm saying. So it's matte, right? But it's not drying you out. Like, it's not making you look like you have a cast on your face. It gives a very soft, mimics the skin. Now I understand why they use the Just Like Skin slogan, because it actually mimics the skin. The finish is lightweight. Like, you feel like you have nothing in your face. Like, that's the first thing that struck me with this foundation. Like, you have foundation on, but it doesn't feel like you have foundation on. Even when you're under the sun, it feels really lightweight. You know, it doesn't feel like you have anything in your face, which is, you know, a big plus for me, because that's one of the things I watch out for when I'm buying foundation. I don't want to have foundation on my face and I have a back of my mind that, oh, I'm wearing foundation. And with this one, you can actually wear bright colored clothes, and you know, once you set it or once it dries, you won't be afraid that, oh, you're going to start having foundation all over your face, because it does not transfer. That's the good thing about this. It doesn't transfer. The price point is also very reasonable. This is retailing for 3,200. The bottle, I kind of like the frosted bottle. I love the concept of the bottle. I love the design. I love that it has a pump. I like the size. It's easy to go in my makeup kit. You know, I like the cylindrical shape of it. You know, what else do I like? So that about it. I really don't have any dislike yet, you know, because like I said, I've used it for a while. So I mean, so far so good. I like it. I really like it. Shade range, especially think the dark skin people you have. Like you can see my face, it matches with my hand. I don't have to worry that, oh, it's looking a bit red. It's black. Like I add my undertone. Like, do you understand? So like it's an exact fit. Exactly, you know, because I want, maybe if I decide to take a shade lighter and make me look lighter here, but it just looks like my skin, like, you know, that's just like skin, like that's the summer. So what else? The concealer, like I said, it's creamy. So if you're using the concealer, you have to use, I don't know, I actually, like I said, I used multiple times. So I used it with the beauty blender. I really didn't like it because it was moving all over the place. But when I used it with the flat brush, I just kept blending, you know, I was patting it in. It actually gave me the coverage I wanted. That is the other tone for the concealer. Also, not so, it doesn't make you, like, I like the way I'm highlighted. I look bright, but I'm not looking like, 4 shade lighter, you know, like really from a distance I can tell that I'm using highlight. No, but this one actually looks very close to my skin. It just looks brighter under the eyes, and then that's about it, because that's what a concealer is supposed to do anyway, you know, to highlight it just a little bit, not to look off, you know. So that's that about that. Then the lipsticks are like, I like the lipstick because it's very comfortable. Like it's kiss proof. You won't even, once you dry it, like, it doesn't move. So it's transfer proof. I can't think. There. So that's another thing like that, and it's comfortable. So, but another trick, like I said, I was going to share is make sure you have hydrated your lip before you apply this, so you don't just go in, but it doesn't dry out that feeling of my lips are drying out, you know. So the same thing with the bronzer. Fantastic. I like the bronzer. I really like the bronzer because, you know, it gives that very diffused glow, not the hardcore bronzer kind of finish that you can actually see the glitters. This doesn't even have any glitter in it at all, just finely milled and just gives that soft glow to your face. What else? The setting spray, like everything I've used is just, I'm impressed, like I said. And the price points are a bit, the only one that I actually have a bit of snag, not really, but you need to, you know, find out how it works for you, like is the 24-hour gel liner. That this is a bit tricky to work with, you know. Once you apply, allow to dry before you move, otherwise it will move around, because you know it's wet, and then it takes a bit to dry down. So that's this. So every other thing I've talked about. If you have any questions on her, the lashes, beautiful. The lash glue I really like. So every other thing I've talked about. So all this product that I've used, you can actually pick up in your store in Surulere or the head office in Trade Fair. So that's it, guys. I really love it. It looks really nice. See my next video. Bye.